Smoke meat.
No chemicals or preservatives, just 100% honest to goodness hickory smoked meat.
Let's put another shrimp on the barbie.
Boy, some chicken wings have really hit the spot.
You ain't got no better food like some chicken wings, some baby back ribs, some fries or something?
It's just two guys talking, am I right? We're just talking.
Yeah, howdy, hey. What's smoking, Mike?
Dude, you nailed that. Welcome, everybody, to the number one barbecue podcast in the Nibley, Utah area.
Boom.
I feel comfortable making that claim, and I think we need to start touting that a little bit more. That's a pretty big accomplishment.
I was going to say, I only know of one other barbecue podcast in Utah.
Oh, really? So we could dang near claim the state.
I think we could.
All right.
I think we could certainly say in the northern Utah area.
Let's say that. I like that.
Because, I mean, where does northern Utah start? Is it Salt Lake? Is it Ogden?
Wherever we feel like. Wherever
Is
doesn't
it
get us
Hiram,
sued.
Utah?
Yeah, heck yeah, dude. I love that. I think we should lead with that every time. The number one barbecue podcast in the northern Utah, or just northern Utah region, area, province.
There's a podcast that I listen to. It's called The Vergecast. It's from Vox Media. It's like techie stuff. Mm-hmm. And The Vergecast, they always introduce as the flagship podcast of Verge Media.
Oh.
I mean, it's like one of two, and
right.
the same guy hosts both of them, so he can kind of pick
can
which one is. Yeah,
that's fair.
So, yeah. So,
right.
Number one podcast in all of Nibley, Utah.
Yeah, barbecue podcast.
No, I'm just going to say podcast.
Oh, shoot. Dude.
If somebody wants to add at us, please,
Ooh.
please add.
We would love some friendly competition.
That's fat guys with an S with smokers.
Instagram, YouTube.
Facebook. I think technically TikTok too.
Yeah.
Although TikTok's getting banned.
It sounds like it might be. So that's good that we haven't invested any time into TikTok.
No, I thought about that though. Like, there are people that their whole business is TikTok.
Yeah.
And
people are freaking out. Like, I love TikTok. I've learned a lot on there. And as you flip around, some of the people that, I mean, it's their life, are very upset. But whatever.
China's calling.
Yep.
China's actually a super cool place to visit.
Is it?
It is.
Never been. Never been out of the country.
We should fix that.
Yeah. I don't know. I'm kind of happy with it. I like America.
I like America too, but I mean, if we could go on a barbecue world tour.
Dude, that would be sick.
If there are any sponsors out there.
Hit us up.
Looking for two incredibly attractive overweight men to represent them on a world tour of barbecue establishments.
No cap.
Lots of Riz. I have no idea.
Oh, it's just getting worse. I don't know.
Oh. Well, we've talked geopolitics. The weather sucks.
Yeah. Boo. It was so nice last week. It was like, yay, spring. And then it's been snowy and cold. And
today it has rained, blizzard, had blue, beautiful skies. Even felt the warmth of the sun.
So it was basically spring in Utah.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's
we had all four seasons, really. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, it blew some of the leaves off my tree. I just don't know if we could call it summer today.
Yeah. Not quite. That's true. That is true.
I'm trying to think any other old man things we need to talk about.
I cooked a rabbit.
You did cook a rabbit.
Yeah. Reviews were mixed. I made a reel about it. Check it out on Instagram if you haven't already. My wife came up with the music for it, which was Here Comes Peter Cottontail. She was like, you have to put that. I had never heard that song before. Apparently, it's a huge deal.
I was going to say, did you grow up under a rock, but you grew up in Hiram in Idaho, so...
True that. So, yeah, basically I did. Yeah, it was cool. A couple things. First, rabbit's expensive.
It was expensive.
spent
I saw
like
that price tag.
$22 on a rabbit, which I don't know. I think it's a supply and demand thing, so I get it. But yeah, I mean it was good. It was just like chicken, like people say. So I just cooked the whole thing. I thought about, like, I went to the grocery store and got stuff to try and make Hassenpfeffer and like rabbit stew, and then I was like,
time out. What is Hassenpfeffer?
I don't really know. I think it's like a rabbit stew. Cowboy Kent Rollins cooks one.
Okay.
And it looks phenomenal, but it's basically, at least the way he does it, he like, sears on both sides, puts a little crust on it, and then cooks it, like slow roasts it in a peppery stew type of thing. Looks delicious.
Sounds good.
Yeah. So that's what I was thinking, and then I was like, you know what? This is a new meat, and this was actually my wife's idea. She's much smarter than me. She's like, do what you know. Like, do it the way you know how to do it. So I cooked it whole on the Weber, and it was pretty good. Big fan. Tasted just like chicken. I do not eat a lot of game, so I was kind of in my head, just like, this isn't chicken, this isn't chicken, this isn't chicken. But overall, it was good. Hallie loved it. She ate rabbit sandwiches for lunch the last 2 days.
Did she know what it was?
Yeah. She told Whitney in the morning, I want rabbit. Can I have some more of that rabbit? So she got after it, man.
That girl.
Yeah.
Girl.
She is a winner.
Except this whole John don't go to Mav
yeah.
nonsense.
Don't let her kid you, dude. She loves Mav. She's just doing what her mom tells her to say.
Whitney.
Mm-hmm. Anyway, it was fine. It was good. I mean, I don't know that I'm ready to jump wholly into meat rabbits just because my kids were kind of freaked out by it a little bit, but I'd like to try it again.
Who's the most freaked out in the family?
Oh, probably Kyle. He's the weirdest eater.
Really?
Yeah, which is crazy because he's the most like gung-ho on everything else, but he...
Yeah, I thought he would definitely be the like full send kid.
Yeah. Well, Kyle is my 9-year-old, and the definition of full send is him.
Yeah.
But he's kind of a picky eater.
Yeah.
He doesn't get it from me.
Speaking of second children, Robbie has a mullet.
Yes. Yes, he does.
Which, on one hand, like, I love the fact that he's just rocking a mullet. On the other hand, I hate the mullet.
Yeah.
I hate that we've let skinny jeans leave and mullets come back. Like,
yeah.
We're not doing well as a society in my book.
Yeah.
But I found out the other day he's named his mullet.
What?
It's Mully. Like, it's not too creative.
I like it though.
But he like, if someone tries to grab it or someone says, "Hey, cool Mully," he's like, "Mully's the best."
That's awesome.
Yeah, that kid is. If he can harness the power of his like ego and like, if he can just channel it into something good and profitable, I'm gonna have a really nice lake house when I retire.
Dude, that's Kyle. He is either going to be a very successful businessman or leading a prison gang. And it's hard to know which one, you know?
Oh, man. Scary thing is it's pretty much the same thing.
Yeah, true that.
So,
John, who we shouting out today?
who are we shouting out? Let's kick it over here. If you're just listening on the podcast, make sure you check us out on YouTube, where you get all sorts of cool visuals.
And you can see our sexy faces.
Beautiful, hairy, and round.
Yep.
Richard Eats _ on Instagrams, who we're shouting out from Bay City, Michigan, his profile says, but he doesn't do everything on a smoker, which is okay. He does use an air fryer and even a crock pot every once in a while.
I'm not against it.
I'm not either.
You need some good stuff.
But, so I made this for dinner tonight. We'll throw this up and let it play in the background. I did party ribs. I finally got on the bandwagon.
Yeah, dude. And what was the consensus?
They were a little tougher than I would have really liked.
Yeah.
But I also rushed them a little bit, and from the time I got home to the time we ate was just under 2 hours. Was it even that long? It was probably, I don't know, 90 to 100 minutes total cooking time. Which for ribs on a weeknight?
Yeah. Heck yeah.
I
That's
ain't
not
upset
bad.
about that.
Did you do what he's doing where you wrap it, put it in a foil pan,
Yeah, I
and
did.
put all
So
the goodies in?
I put them out
Nice.
on the smoker, 275, until they got up to 160. Then I flipped them halfway through there, and I got some pretty good grate marks, grill marks that I wasn't expecting.
Very cool.
But did that, and then I put them in a pan with a stick of butter. I don't know I'd do a stick of butter next time.
Really?
Like a little bit of butter.
See, that was my question. I think I just basted mine with barbecue sauce. I wanted to know
Yeah, it
how
was
that
just
went.
a little bit too much butter. I think next time I do it, I'll probably just put them in a pan, maybe some apple juice or Dr. Pepper or something in the pan.
Oh, yeah.
So,
No butter, though, huh?
I don't mind a little bit of butter. A whole stick, like he does here, was a little bit much for me.
Did you just do one rack?
I did 2 because there were 2 racks in the pack, and I didn't want to have to freeze them.
That's exactly why I did, too.
So, did that, brown sugar, barbecue sauce, put them back out until they hit about 200, pulled them in, and we went to town on them. So,
And we were talking before, you said you'd almost like to take them out and let them firm up a little on the grill.
yeah, so the sauce was, it was on it. It did, like his looks, I almost wonder if he did more than what he shows in the video, because the sauce was just like running off of mine. I didn't feel like I had the sauce set up very well.
Didn't really set.
So
So maybe he did do that and just didn't show it.
Yeah, either I didn't let mine go long enough, which is entirely possible. We were in a hurry trying to get ready for some stuff tonight. Or I would pull them out, hit them with some more sauce, and just let the sauce tack up in the direct heat. So that's what I would do there. But man, he's got some other just really good looking stuff on here.
Yeah, we were looking at the pretzel wrapped bacon.
Yeah.
That looked amazing. A little twisty twist.
Yeah. You were saying Whitney made some twisty twist.
Dude, I locked down the woman of my dreams.
Folks,
She,
let me tell you about Whitney.
Heyo.
First of all, Mike was shopping in the right part of the store. They met at the donut counter of
Absolutely.
our local grocery store.
Yes.
But Whitney doesn't even like bacon.
She won't touch it. Well, to eat. Obviously, she touched it to make it for me.
Which, Whitney, we have to talk about this. I don't know how you won't eat bacon. It's amazing.
It is amazing. It's basically meat candy.
Yeah. But anyways, so she made you bacon twists.
Yeah, bacon twist. Man.
I've seen those before. So
My gosh.
it's kind of like what Richard's doing here. He wrapped bacon around pretzels, but if you just take it and twist it,
Yep.
it's almost like you end up with a like straw looking.
Yeah. Yeah. And I mean, she just twisted it up. She put it in the oven on a rack, on a raised rack. And she put, I'm trying to remember exactly, she put brown sugar, so candied it up, and then put black pepper and crushed red pepper on it. Holy crap, man. It was good. She only had like half strips of bacon, and she only made she probably made 12 of them. And I almost ate every one. Like, it was so good.
What was the occasion?
She's just amazing, man. Actually, here's the story.
I mean, hang on. This is a family show, Mike.
No.
Okay.
So, I forgot. We haven't talked about this, John. Waste management
Oh my gosh.
dumped our dumpster on garbage day, which was Friday, right? So they just, we
Like,
have
knocked
video
it over.
footage from it from
The
our
doorbell?
neighbors across the street. The dumpster goes up and in to the truck. They just take off. So we had nothing. So we were trying to clean out our fridge and trying to just make room because we didn't have our dumpster. Like, garbage was starting to pile up. They were supposed to bring it like, we understand. It was on Friday. And so we were kind of trying to be patient, but still we're like, okay, seriously. Like, we need a garbage can.
They threw your garbage can
It was hilarious. I would post the video, but I don't know if like we could get sued for slander or something, but it was really funny.
I work in the utility space. Mm-hmm. Waste Management is the single worst waste provider in the entire country.
Oh.
The number of issues I deal with from Waste Management on a professional level is just it's just unheard of. They recently took over our waste management, just picking up our trash and stuff. Mm-hmm. 3 months ago?
Yep.
I think they've missed our street 4 times.
Really?
33% of the opportunities they've had, they just didn't come. And it's not even atypical for them.
Well, the thing is, we Whitney just went out and was like, "Where's the garbage can?" But she's seen it on Facebook neighborhood groups, I guess, a lot. People will be like, "Our dumpster's missing. Our dumpster's missing." People are just like, check with them because they just dump them. Anyway, I sent you the video. It was pretty funny.
Are you kidding me? Hang on. We have technology on our side here, folks.
We do indeed.
Yeah. I
don't know how visible it's going to be. It's just a screen recording. Can you zoom it or something?
Yeah, give me a sec.
So this is shout out to Matt and Mikkel, my neighbors. They deserve some barbecue because they sent this to me. We couldn't see it on our doorbell, but we could see it was there at 7:23 in the morning and gone at 8:23 in the morning, and so we knew it was around that time. But they have a much better vantage point. So, anyway, Whitney made those delicious bacon twists because we had bacon in the fridge. And we were trying to just clear space without making too much garbage. And so that's what she did. But it was amazing. Hit her up for the recipe, everybody.
I said download. Where did we go? Let's see. Add to photos library. Save duplicate. Oh, there it is. Can I keep talking, Mike? Keep the people entertained while I...
I'm interested in how you're doing all this. Anyway, the bacon was delicious. What else did she do? She made it was just breakfast for dinner. How do you feel about breakfast for dinner, John?
100% support it.
Really? I hate it, but I do love breakfast for breakfast. I just don't love it for dinner, and I don't know why. But, anyway, that's what we had. Bam. But yeah, it was good. But those bacon twists, dude, I would recommend them. So today we're going to talk about some side dishes. Easy, fast, and delicious. So 10 out of 10 would recommend. The spiciness mixed with the sugar, mixed with the bacon, can't beat it. Cannot beat it.
We're almost there, I promise.
All right, I'm running out of things to say, John. So that happened. We did get our new garbage can today. We're pretty excited. So,
as you should be.
Yeah, we were pretty stoked. Well, John brings up this.
Maybe I'm gonna find it. No.
This thing. We're gonna talk about Easter sides. Should I just start talking?
Yeah, I guess.
All
I
right.
don't know why I can't get this to. to load for me.
Dude, it's Waste Management.
I know.
Big trash, man. They're everywhere.
They're like taking over everything.
They're shutting it down. Do you just drag it into your window, or is that not how it works?
Well, I'm trying to save everyone the headache of, let's see, application capture.
Well, people have to listen to this, so I'm going to keep going with our sides. So we're thinking about Easter sides because we talked about kind of Easter meat dishes last year. All the big things, brisket. I'm doing a pulled ham, which I'm pretty excited about. I did one for Christmas, and it was a big hit, so I'm pretty excited about doing it again. But we kind of wanted to talk about Easter side dishes, and as luck would have it, Weber has posted 10 side dishes for your Easter dinner that I think are awesome and kind of creative. So we're going to talk about those.
Boom. I got it.
John got it. So everybody, if you're not watching on YouTube,
go to YouTube.
Go to YouTube, because obviously this isn't going to be as good. It's a little bit hard to see, but if you look in the top left corner, you will see the garbage can up and the garbage can in. And the driver hesitate a second, because I think he knew, and then drive off.
What did I do? Normal size. Here we go. All right. Hitting play. And
up
there
and
it goes.
in. And then he just, like, all right, drive away faster, and nothing's there.
No garbage can.
It's a magic trick. Super fun. Anyway, don't mean to put that guy on blast, but it was pretty funny. So,
not him. Waste management, yes.
I think it must be because we have Cache County dumpsters, and maybe they don't work with their truck very well, because now ours is Waste Management. It's a completely different style. So
is it really?
Yeah.
I was gonna say the ones I've seen are like the exact same thing.
Yeah, I don't know.
All right. Let's talk sides.
Twice baked planked potatoes, John. How do you feel about cooking stuff on planks?
I think it's got to be incredibly mild to begin with to be able to really taste
like
the
potatoes.
cedar. But I think it's you get style points.
Yeah. And it looks like that's all that's happening here. So they're twice baked potatoes on a plank. They're just
are delicious.
Yeah,
let's just say
I love twice baked potatoes.
I'm a big fan.
But yeah, that's all that's happening. Now listen, I grew up in Idaho, and we ate the peel on everything. My wife does not eat the peel. This says the skin is left on, and then you cube it. But then they mash it. So
no, I'm a big fan of potato skin.
Yeah, it's my favorite.
I don't know if it's true or not, but they say that's where all the nutrients are.
That's what I've heard, and that's what I tell my wife, but she's not a fan, so she gets rid of it.
No, I get it.
Anyway, yeah, you just make mashed potatoes. They've got sour cream, minced garlic. They get fancy. Rosemary, cheddar, green onion. I don't see bacon, but I can't see why you wouldn't put bacon in there.
I think Richard, that we shouted out earlier, actually has one that's got bacon in it.
Oh, really?
Yeah, twice baked
I saw
potato.
those twice baked potatoes. Yes.
Bacon, or if you really want to get fancy with it, pork belly.
Oh,
I want to mess around with some pork belly.
I've never cooked pork belly. I wanted to do it for Christmas or something. I can't remember, but I didn't.
Yeah.
So anyway, that looks great. I've never cooked anything on a plank. I've eaten a lot of like cedar plank sandwiches that they have in at some of the restaurants around here, but I haven't ever cooked on it.
Yeah, same. I've cooked cedar plank salmon before.
Yeah.
But I've never, I don't know. I don't feel like it's really all that different.
Yeah.
But
it's kind of like a cool thing, but I don't know that I can really taste the cedar. I know that you don't want to put cedar wood in your smoker.
No, unless you have a cedar smokehouse.
Oh.
That's a whole thing.
Made of cedar.
I think Aaron may actually have one.
Really?
Yeah, AB.
Talk to him about that.
I think he built one.
That sounds like
if I
something
remember
he would
right.
do.
Yeah.
Interesting.
So.
All right. Thing next. Double stuffed sweet potatoes with smoked cheddar and maple.
I'm sure people will love it. I'm just not a huge sweet potato guy. I think sweet potato fries and tots are gross. They never get crispy. I don't care what you do. They're always just kind of like limp fish in it there that I'm not about.
Yeah.
And look, I'm at a point in my life where if I want to eat marshmallows and candied pecans, I'm just gonna eat marshmallows and candied pecans.
You don't need sweet potatoes to justify it. Huh?
Yeah, I don't need a vegetable to get it to my mouth.
I respect that. Sweet potatoes to me always taste like baby food.
Yeah, there's a visual there.
It must have just been all my mom fed me for a while, because every time I eat sweet potatoes, even with, like, my mom does a delicious yummy yam sweet potato recipe on Thanksgiving, and I love it, but I always taste baby food. Yeah. So
I've got a cousin who they fed him like nothing but carrots and sweet potatoes and yams when he was a baby, because like that's what he liked.
That's what he'd eat. He'd eat.
He turned orange.
Seriously?
Oompa Loompa style.
What?
A little beta carotene, my friends.
That's awesome.
All right.
Spanish onion dip.
I've got to be honest. I know what onion dip is.
Yeah.
I know what French onion dip is. I'm not sure I know what Spanish onion dip is.
Well, they've got sour cream.
I'm on board.
They got Greek yogurt. They've got cream cheese, cayenne pepper, Worcestershire sauce, and then just thyme, crispy fried onions, 2 large Spanish onions. I'm not sure I know the difference between a Spanish onion and a regular onion.
They're sweeter.
Oh, really?
I do know that.
Okay. I'm on board. Yeah. I mean, I'd be willing to try this.
Yeah. Parmesan Reggiana. Looks good. I'm down.
Grilled onions are the only type of onions that I really enjoy. I'll eat them raw in certain occasions, but I love grilled onions.
Yeah, grilled onions are definitely like the pinnacle, but I like onions.
See, I've got a father-in-law that will eat an onion like an apple, and I can't do that.
Yeah, I'm not quite into the holes thing.
Yeah.
So,
bacon blue cheese dogs.
How do you feel about blue cheese in general?
I feel like we've talked about this. I have had like a blue cheese burger that I thought was incredible. And I don't know my cheese very well, but Olive Garden, Whitney's a big fan of pasta.
Yep.
They used to have like a steak gorgonzola. Yeah. And that gave me like blue cheese vibes. Is that accurate?
Yeah, gorgonzola is definitely a blue cheese relative.
Yeah, so I really enjoyed that. I don't know if bitter, would you say? Like just kind of a different flavor.
It's funky.
That kind of popped with the steak, and I really liked it. They don't do it anymore. At least I haven't seen it on their menu. Yeah. But so I mean, I'm on board. I once got a blue cheese burger, and there was just a little bit too much blue cheese on there for my liking, but maybe it's just because I'm not used to it.
Saying in my mind, you say blue cheese, and I immediately go to chicken wings. And I don't know that there is anything better than buffalo chicken wings coated in blue cheese dressing.
Really? See, I always dip them in ranch. I don't think I've ever tried it in blue cheese.
Blue cheese is like grown-up ranch.
Yeah, my dad loves blue cheese. My entire childhood.
I think that's another
If
thing.
we had salad, he threw blue cheese on it.
If we're talking about like becoming old men, I think you have to like blue cheese.
You got to get into the blue cheese business.
Yeah.
Okay.
So it's bacon blue cheese dogs with Samuel Adams barbecue sauce.
Yeah, it looks like pigs in a blanket, basically. They take little smokies, wrap them in bacon, roll them in biscuit dough, and then, put a little Sam Adams on them. I'm on board.
I can get on board with that.
Looks delicious. I'd be willing to try it.
Supported.
Okay.
All right. Asparagus and tomato salad with feta.
I don't know, John.
I like asparagus. I don't like cold asparagus.
Yeah. I don't know that I dig a cold salad.
I'm not a big fan of raw tomatoes.
It's supposed to be grilled, though. Aren't these grilled sides?
I don't know. You could grill the asparagus. Feta's also kind of weird.
I don't think I've ever had feta. Have you ever seen Singles Ward? That's the only thing I know about feta is that the guy had weird feta cheese and it stank.
Yeah, so...
They put it on a lasagna and nobody ate it.
Yeah. I've got a buddy that served his mission in Greece and came home, like, obsessed with feta.
Oh, really?
It's incredibly salty. It's incredibly salty. And it's fine and it's good. It's a different texture. Like, it's definitely not a melting cheese.
Like a powdery type stuff?
No, like, it's firm. I don't know. Feta, it's like its own thing. Like, this is going to be really bad. We need, like, a bleep button because it reminds me a lot of tofu.
Oh, dude, you can't say tofu on this
I know,
podcast.
man.
I get what you're saying.
But
now.
you know how it, like, comes in the block and it's in, like, water?
Yeah.
That's feta.
You should be a tofu salesman. It's like water. It's just raw.
It's firmer than tofu is, but, like, it always gives me tofu vibes.
I see.
So tomorrow at the office, we're doing a potluck, and people have discovered that I do this podcast at work. I mean, my license plate is BBQ. Like,
yeah, they get it.
I've got our logo on the back of my truck. I've got my Hayden Barbecue logo. Like, it's not hard, but for some reason, for a year, people didn't know I did a barbecue podcast.
Yeah.
And they figured this out, and they've been giving me crap about, why have you never brought us... Anyways, I'm going to take pulled pork in.
Nice.
And there's a very nice lady that works for us that's vegan. And she came up to me today, and, like, she's super cool about it. I mean, I know she's a vegan, but she lived up to the vegan stereotype and told me she was a vegan. But she's not in your face and doesn't make a big deal about when there's pizza or whatever in the office. But she came up to me and she's like, so just want to make sure I'm picking up the right vibes here. Like, this is bring your own vegan meat substitute. And I was like, look, I've tried tofu. I've tried bean curd. I've tried all sorts of different meat substitutes multiple different times. I just can't do it. Like, look, good for you. Whatever.
It's a crime against nature, I say.
I'm like, you want to bring some? Like, I won't. I was like, no, actually, I probably will judge you, but, like, I'll keep it to myself. I won't make fun of you to your face. But yeah, nope. No tofu.
I support it.
Now this next one, though,
dude, I've been reading about this.
I am all about Brussels sprouts.
So this is a brown, how do they say it?
Grilled Brussels sprouts with balsamic browned butter sauce.
All of those things are things that I really like. That balsamic brown butter sauce in a small saucepan, melt the butter over medium heat, stirring occasionally. When the butter turns golden brown, foam subsides, let it stand, then stir in the balsamic vinegar and a little salt and pepper. Dude, dang.
Do you like Brussels sprouts?
I do. I really like Brussels sprouts.
Yeah, I love them in all of their forms.
Yeah, really good.
Yeah.
So I've usually like bacon or some kind of thing like that. I'd be interested to try this because it sounds really good.
Yeah. Man, you want to talk about a just awesome snack when you're craving something a little bit lighter? Half your Brussels sprouts, hit them with some olive oil, salt and pepper, and throw them in the air fryer for like 7 or 8 minutes. and they will start to char and like get a little blackened, and then you hit it with some balsamic glaze. Yeah, I could eat those all day.
Like popcorn, huh?
Yeah.
Does Haley grow Brussels sprouts?
We have talked about it. I'm the only one in my house that likes Brussels sprouts.
Oh, that's right. She thinks
Robbie
it's
will
like
eat them.
broccoli farted or something like that,
Yeah.
right?
Which, I mean, look, they are... If you eat too many of them, you will have problems. But big fan. I think Brussels sprouts, and they're awesome for Easter. Like just kind of a springy vibe there. All right. Next one, grilled romaine.
Yeah.
It's kind of in that same family.
I'd be interested to try this. I've never tried it before. You just hit it with a little olive oil and then grill both sides and
Yeah, you're
eat your salad.
Yeah, you're kind of charring it a
Yeah,
little bit.
I like that.
It adds a bitterness to the lettuce. So
I'd be willing to try that.
yeah.
Buttermilk biscuits with pepper jelly glazed ham. That sounds great.
You had me at buttermilk.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know what else there is to say about that. I'm doing a pulled ham. I said this. I wonder if it would be any good with a little pepper jelly glaze on it.
I'd support it.
A jalapeno jelly. You ever had jalapeno jelly?
Uh-huh.
I've had that, like, I made some peach jalapeno jam that was way good last year, 2 years ago. That was very good, but I've never just had straight up jalapeno jelly.
Oh, we've got some.
Yeah.
Haley made some last year.
Oh, really? Pretty good?
Yeah, it's way good.
Is it crazy spicy? 'Cause I don't think my
No.
family will do well with just spice, but...
No, she pulled most of the seeds out of it.
Okay.
So, but no, it's we do it on cream cheese.
Oh, yeah. I like it.
Yeah.
I support it.
Yep. Here is something I would not have put this on an Easter list, but really you can never go wrong. Rotisserie pineapple.
Mm-hmm.
Like a straight up Rodizio Brazilian barbecue pineapple.
Dude, I enjoy pineapple. I don't love cooked pineapple until I had it, like, caramelized on a grill.
Gosh.
Holy crap. It is phenomenal.
Yeah. Well, and it's great. It helps with digestion.
Really?
All the acid in it.
Huh.
That's why you should never marinate your meat with pineapple,
Why?
because it will just like turn it into mush.
Really? Interesting.
Al pastor is the one exception to that. I don't know why, but it just works.
Just because it's pork or what?
No, like even on skewers,
Uh-huh.
like you shouldn't put your pineapple next to meat on skewers.
I did not know this.
Yeah,
Huh. All right.
yeah, it messes with the texture of the meat.
Well, fine then.
Yeah.
Let's talk about brown bag pie.
I have no idea what this is.
I had to read up on it because I didn't either. It's just a pie, but you put it in a brown bag.
Like you cook it in a brown bag?
Yeah, apparently. So the brown paper bag helps brown the outside of the pie and also keeps the inside nice and soft. So it truly will make any of your favorite holiday pies the absolute best ever. And they, at least in their picture, they just have a pie in a brown paper bag on their Weber charcoal grill. So, yeah, prepare your pie as you normally would. Put the pie in a brown paper bag, fold the end over to keep the heat in the bag. Be sure to keep the pies and bag away from the direct heat while they're on the grill. Pie should be directly in the middle of the grate and never over the heat source. This is the key. Set a timer.
Yeah, here you go. Here's a little picture of it.
Take lots of pictures. Yeah. So,
Interesting.
I mean, I've never tried it, but I'll try anything once.
As I said earlier today to somebody, I'll try anything once and probably a second time if it didn't kill me the first.
Yeah.
So,
I support it.
yeah. Favorite pie?
Oh, dude, that's impossible.
I feel like this is... I will allow you to have categories.
Okay. Fruit, sweet.
I was going to say fruit and cream.
Okay.
Favorite fruit pie?
Where does pecan pie fit?
Ooh.
It's almost like an in-betweener.
It's kind of in like its own league. Like it's playing so far above all the other pie games.
That one is probably my favorite if I had to pick a favorite pie. I love any kind of pie. I love apple pie. That's probably my favorite fruit pie if I had to pick one. I think just because I've had so much of it. And cream pie, it's got to be banana cream.
Nice.
Yeah. You?
Definitely a big fan of banana cream. I've learned that French silk can be pretty impressive.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Like a chocolate pie.
I've only had that once or twice.
I am all about pecan pie, though. Mm-hmm. Big fan of that. But fruit pie, I really like blueberry pie. It's harder to find, especially like good fresh blueberry pie.
Yeah.
And this is going to sound crazy, but Sam's Club may have the best apple pie in the entire country.
I love their apple pie. I'm glad to hear you say that.
It's like I swear it has like caramel in the apple pie. Mm-hmm. And for the like $8 for a 14-inch pie, maybe it's not 14 inches, but it is ginormous.
It's a big pie. Yeah.
Yeah, it's delicious. Mm-hmm. Can't go wrong.
Big fan. They used to give us a Sam's Club pie for school, for like Christmas or whatever. Like each teacher just could pick a pie. And a lot of my colleagues were like, "This is so dumb. I'd rather have a bonus." And I'm like, "This is a good pie." I'm just over there just eating it with my bare hands, just like, "Oh, what are you talking about?"
Well, if that's the case, why don't you give me your pie?
Yeah, I know it's ridiculous. Here, give it to me and I'll take it back.
Yeah. Here you go. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll give you a bonus. But with that,
Easter.
Mm-hmm. What are you doing as you said you're going to do a pulled ham.
Yeah. You?
I'm going to do a ham as well. Mm-hmm. Spiral cut. I think I'm going to do the raspberry bourbon glaze again.
Yeah. That's right.
That's been popular.
I need to try that once because it sounds good.
But I also saw a barbecue pork loin roast that I'm pretty excited about trying, so I may do that too.
What's fancy about it?
Sorry, a little sneeze there.
That was a great use of the mute button, though. I never remember to do that. I just like leaned
I was like, I can feel it coming. Where's the button? There's nothing special about it, but it's just like a cheapo pork loin that somebody like wrapped up, and it's probably nothing special, but it looked delicious, so I'm gonna try it.
We throw some of that smoke junkie from this Juke and Q on our pork loin. That's what we had the other day. It was phenomenal.
That might be one of the best rubs, period.
And it's super versatile. We've had it on everything.
Yeah.
And it's just so good.
Yeah. It's like barbecue potato chips in your mouth.
Yeah. 'Tis true. Ever since you said that, that's what I taste every time I eat it. And
every time you smell it, every time you taste it, and then it's like, ribs that smell like barbecue potato chips. But wait, it's ribs too.
Do you think you could sprinkle some barbecue potato chips on to finish something and kind of give a little crunchy texture? Maybe they'll just get soggy.
No, I think you could do. Okay, we're going way off the res here. Definitely not barbecue. Ooh, I should figure out how to make this barbecue.
Oh, all right.
This is one thing that I love from my childhood.
Okay. That
many people hate and think is just absolutely disgusting.
I'm nervous.
Tuna fish casserole. Egg noodles.
Yeah.
Peas. Cream of whatever soup. And tuna fish. You're one of those people that hate it.
Dude, we ate it a lot, and I struggled. My family, it seemed like everybody else in my family was super on board, and I was just like...
I love the stuff. My mom loves it. My dad and sister hate it. But one of the things that I love about it is my mom always put potato chips on top of it.
Interesting. Just a little sprinkling, huh?
I mean, it was a heavy-handed sprinkle, but yeah,
Just crushed up, or did she just lay them on there?
No, and it was whatever we had. I think Ruffles work the best. Like they get the crispiest. But yeah, she'd like crunch them up and like sprinkle them over the top like you would breadcrumbs. But we've done something similar with funeral potatoes.
Yeah, we used to do that. So
I don't know why you couldn't.
Does Ruffles have a barbecued chip?
They used to. I don't know what they have anymore.
I wonder if that... Dude, I'm interested in this.
But Doritos?
Oh, yeah.
I think you could get somewhere with Doritos.
There you go.
Yeah. Smoked tuna fish casserole.
John,
it's either going to be
I take
so
back
bad.
what I said about I'll try
be,
anything once. I don't think I could do that.
It's either going to be so bad that children will be scarred and need therapy for years to come, or it will be the single best thing I have ever eaten in my entire life.
Was that just like a requirement for households in the early 90s that you just had tuna noodle casserole every month or something, or else you didn't get your taxes or something?
I don't know, man.
I haven't even thought about that until you said that. But it was a staple in everybody's house. I think everybody ate it.
It's so cheap.
Yeah.
It's like $1.50 for a giant bag of egg noodles.
Oh man.
I mean, $1 for a can of tuna.
Oh,
I mean, really
I'm
think
having
about
some
it, though.
serious flashbacks. There's not a lot that my mother put in front of me that I did not just devour. That stuff, I struggled.
You could feed a family of 6 for $3.
Oh, I'm feeling queasy just thinking about it, man. Oh,
I don't know what to tell you, dude.
Don't smoke that, John. Don't you dare.
I have to.
No.
Maybe I'll just smoke the tuna. Maybe I'll like scale it up. Like maybe I won't use canned tuna.
Oh.
Or if I do, I'll like do something better than Charlie.
Oh.
No, man. You heard it here first, folks. Smoked tuna fish noodle casserole.
Let's end this so I can go throw up, dude. Holy cow.
Oh, it's going to be awesome. Until next time, I'm John.
I'm Mike. Check us out on YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, all the things.
Click the subscribe button.
Tell your friends.
We're out. Thanks for listening to the Fat Guys with Smokers podcast. Be sure to check us out on Instagram and Facebook. Leave us a comment. We'd love to hear from you. Be sure to subscribe so you don't forget to tune in for even more nonsense from a couple of Fat Guys with Smokers.
Don't forget to like, subscribe.